Well, some of the gripping images that we're seeing from Haiti, our Jonathan Hunt has found an orphanage where more than 100 young children are in desperate need of help. Jonathan joins us live from Port-au-Prince with that story. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, Shannon, we got a tip early this morning about the appalling suffering at an orphanage, the House of the Children of God, where we were told the children had no food, no water, no medical supplies, and no protection from marauding looters. We took our cameras down there earlier today, and I have to tell you, the scenes we saw took our breath away. Almost 80 young children huddled beneath a tarpaulin, singing songs, keeping their spirits up, dealing with this tragic situation with as much dignity and cheer as they could manage. We then walked around the back of that tarpaulin. We found a truck, which is the only home and shelter for more than 24 babies as young as 3 days old. Look at this. There are 26 babies here, 26 in all. Many of them, in fact most of them we're told, were due to be adopted by American families. Right now it is an open question whether they will survive at all. There is no formula for these babies whatsoever in this orphanage. They are being given regular milk. It is not good for them. That frequently gives these babies diarrhea. That adds to the danger of dehydration. The situation here is desperate. They need aid. They need it quickly. They need food. They need water. They need formula. They need medical supplies. They are getting none of it. They have not seen a single aid agency. They have not seen any UN personnel. They have not seen any military or police help. They are left here alone at the mercy of looters, at the mercy of these desperate conditions. And to put it as plainly and simply as I can, Shannon, some of those babies will die if they do not get formula and get it very quickly. The United Nations knows the location of that orphanage. The U.S. military knows the location of that orphanage. They have not seen any help at all. They need it urgently. They need it right now. If the UN Secretary General is in Haiti, he needs to get to that orphanage. He needs to get people there. He needs to save the lives of those children. Shannon?
Absolutely gut-wrenching to see the situations and the pictures there. I thank you and your crew for bringing us that story so that we know what's going on. But in the midst of all this, we know there is a bit of good news trickling out with people continuing to be rescued.
Yes, on the other side of this, a moment of hope today. We heard last night that teams from the New York City Police Department, the New York City Fire Department, and South Florida Urban Search and Rescue had been told about voices coming from the collapsed rubble of a 4-story shopping mall. During the night, those crews extracted 2 people, a young girl and a man. We went down there at dawn this morning as they pulled out a woman from Florida. One more miraculous moment. 5 days almost after the earthquake hit. Take a look at this. Here is the 3rd survivor from this situation, a 54-year-old woman. We're told she has some injuries. She's concerned about her health, but she is doing, in the incredible circumstances, incredibly well. That woman you can see in the back of the pickup truck there was taken to the United Nations compound down at the airport where she was going to get medical treatment, and they were going to try to get in touch with members of her family. We understand that she has at least 2 children. We believe that they are in her hometown of Pembroke Pines, Florida. So that is one moment of hope. But clearly we are getting so far on now from the moment that the earthquake hit that it is increasingly unlikely that many more people will be pulled alive from the rubble. Having said that, Shannon, those rescue crews from New York and South Florida tell us they have heard more voices in that rubble, in that shopping mall. They are still not giving hope of pulling them out. And the incredible thing about that Florida woman's story, Shannon, is that when the earthquake hit, she was in the grocery store of that shopping mall. One of the reasons she was survived is because as she was pinned under the rubble, she was able to reach for food and water from that grocery store. An incredible miracle today. Shannon?
It is absolutely that. We know so many people are working in the very worst conditions there around the clock, and with word that others may still be alive, we can only hope and pray that they have success finding those folks as well. Jonathan, thank you so much for your reports.